Hi everyone, I'm Haley and I'm here with Katie today, and we wanted to share some things that we've learned through our years here at Blackburn that will hopefully make it easier for you to become acclimated here.
Hi guys, my name is Katie. This is my third year here at Blackburn. I came here because I visited the campus and I really liked what the work program really stood for. When I first came here, I started out in dining and hospitality. Definitely a hard job, but I really enjoyed it because when I was just able to do the work, time really flew by. Those around me said that I should try out for a leadership position, so I decided I should apply, and I became a crew head within a few weeks into working. I really enjoyed that. It gave me a sense of like I can really grow my experience here. And then I was pushed further into taking on a manager role, and I decided to apply for the manager of dining and hospitality, and I got it, and I was a manager my second year here, and it was a really eye-opening experience. I learned a lot of personal growth. Um, and then my final semester here, I decided to apply for a GM position because it just seemed like the next step up, and I felt like I was ready. And I applied and I got that job, and that is currently where I am learning more skills and where I'm working with Haley, my partner.
Hi, I'm Haley Crider. I'm in my fourth year here at Blackburn. I started off as a traditional freshman, and I started off in the technology services department. Didn't know much about technology at all, but I was willing to learn and grow. And so the manager at the time took a risk on me. Um, it seemed to work out because my sophomore year, I applied for a management position and got hired as the department manager of tech services. So for my sophomore year, I was that manager. And then my junior year, I decided that I wanted to get more of a challenge. So I applied for a general manager position and I got hired for that. So last year, my junior year, I was a general manager, and then I reapplied for my senior year. So I'm going into that final senior year as a general manager again, ready to take on the differences between last year and this year with the changes that we've had to make.
Haley and I really want to focus on some lessons that we learned. These are not exactly spoken, but these are lessons that you'll pick up, some lessons that will really help you in your beginning years, in your middle years, and in your final years here at Blackburn.
So the first one that we want to talk about is how Blackburn is all about you. You build your experience here. You build the skills that you want to focus on, and then you will take these skills and use them after Blackburn. So each semester we work on what we call competencies. These are specific and these are directed, and we work on these and help you grow through them. You will see each one if you're here for a 4-year traditional route. You will see each one twice. So if you didn't do too well the first time around, you will have time to grow and develop and work at it again a second time around. But these specific skills include job specific skills, workplace communication, sending and receiving, leadership, social responsibility. And we have about 10 to 12 of these. So you have the experience to build these and grow these throughout your time here. As well, you will also grow in areas that we don't specifically address here at Blackburn, but that just naturally come with what we are and what we do here on this campus. So these would include stuff like time management. You will have to learn time management, and you will have to learn time management at a fast pace. It just happens here, and that's why we love it. You will also learn organizational skills. You have to stay organized because you will have a lot going on. You will have your work, you will have your classes. If you're in a sport, you'll have your sport. You're in theater, you'll do theater. Like, you'll have to become organized to keep everything straight. You'll also learn how to just communicate. Before I came to Blackburn, I would have never been able to do anything like this before. And being pushed at Blackburn really made me grow and become able to speak like this. Still learning that one, still growing that one, which is the beauty that you get to continue to work with it, but you will learn things. You're why we're here at Blackburn. And Katie may touch on this a little bit later, but I'm going into the health field, so I'm all about helping people, and that's why I wanted this position specifically, is to be able to help students who are struggling, who don't know, who feel like there's no one in their corner. I want to help students be able to grow here on campus and be able to then take the skills that they have after Blackburn.
The second lesson that we think is really, really important is ask questions. I know everybody says when you go into something that you don't know, definitely ask questions. And we're not joking. It is one of the biggest help that you will ever get. Whether it's just working in your department, maybe you don't know how to do something. Don't be afraid to ask that person right next to you, or ask the crew head on your shift, or even ask a manager, or even ask one of us. We're here to help you, and we will gladly answer any questions. If we don't know the answer, we will find somebody that knows the answers. But the worst thing that you can do is go unknowing what you can be, what you can do, what you can experience here on campus. When I came here, I started out, I think I know the job. I went through the motions. I didn't know much about anything else. I knew the basic concept of a work program. I knew what my job was, but never would I have applied for a leadership position if I didn't see those around me step up into them, if those around me didn't ask if I would want to be one. I wouldn't have ever grown as much if I didn't ask more questions about what I was interested in. I am an accounting major, so we work behind desks, and as fun as that is, I also like asking questions, whether it be in class or whether it be being a GM, because there's a lot of things that I don't know, but I wish to know. So definitely ask anything. It doesn't have to be work related. It doesn't have to be classroom related. It can be, what do you like to do on a weekend? Get to know those people around you. But yeah, don't be afraid to reach out, make connections, and ask those questions.
The third lesson that we want to hit on, and you'll hear this a couple different times across campus, but always work hard. No matter if you're in your first choice of the department or last, work hard, show up on time, do what's asked of you, because no matter what department you're in, you're going to learn something. You're going to develop skills. You're going to grow. No matter if that means you're in campus services, cleaning, or you're in a business office working at a desk. You will learn something. You will take something away from it. So always work hard. But you're also building a verbal resume. So it just happens that we are a small campus here. So people will know you and people will know how you are as a person. So however you want to be known, that's how you need to be holding yourself to that degree. So if you're working hard, if you're showing up on time, if you're doing what's asked, that's what people are going to know about you. If you're always showing up late, or you don't show up to work, or you don't do anything on the clock, people are also going to know that. So it's up to you whether you want people to see you in a positive light or in a negative light.
Our fourth and our last lesson is to build a community. We are a very, very small school located in the middle of a cornfield. I'm surprised at some of the states that find us, but we have some really good programs here on campus, whether they be sports, whether they be theater, whether it's just a work program itself. But people always find us. They might not always come in understanding exactly what we are, but if you ask those questions, you definitely will. But part of that is also building a community, whether it's the community in Carlinville or whether being part of that Blackburn community and Blackburn family. To do that, you just have to go out and meet people, whether it's people in your dorm, people in other dorms, people that you work with, people that you don't work with, people that are in your classes. Just go out and say, hi, how are you doing? It's part of building that reputation. If you keep your head down, less people are likely to talk to you, but you're like, hi, how are you doing? You know, you're going to start building those connections and being part of that community. One way that Haley and I really build that community, because we like to get to know all of you. So if you ever need help, we can be there. We can be like, hey, John, like, do you need anything today? How are you doing? We would like to meet all of you. We would really, really like to talk with all of you. So we have that community. We have that friendship with you guys. But yeah, building a community is definitely an important part of being on this small campus.
It's okay to not know everything. It's okay to not have all the answers. Everybody here on campus knows that a lot of you, it's your first time being away from home. We get that, and we're here to make it the easiest transition as possible, especially during crazy times like this. It's okay to ask questions. It's okay to have some days where you feel overwhelmed. It's all natural. I would be lying to you if I told you that I never felt like I was overwhelmed or stressed out or, you know, way in over my head. I do almost on a daily basis, especially right now, and that's okay. But you just have to be comfortable going and talking to people.